Yields back the balance of his time. The question is on the amendment offered by the gentleman from Texas. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The amendment is agreed to. It's now in order. Number 6, printed in House Report 114-794. For what purpose does the gentleman from Wisconsin seek recognition?
Mr. Chairman, I've got an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 6, printed in House Report number 114-794, offered by Mr. Ribble of Wisconsin.
Pursuant to House Resolution 897, the gentleman from Wisconsin, Mr. Ribble, and a member opposed, each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Wisconsin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield myself as much time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My amendment is very simple. It's a 40-word technical correction from my perspective. This amendment simply states that the Secretary of the U.S. Corps of Army Engineers needs to consider, doesn't mandate anything, it just said they should consider the use of natural and nature-based products when they're looking at various scopes of work. And let me give you an example, Mr. Chairman. I serve the 8th Congressional District of Wisconsin, and Green Bay is in my district. The waters of Green Bay have been affected by overflows of phosphorus and various nutrients. In this case, as part of the mitigation of trying to retain that phosphorus on the ground rather than in the bay, the Corps of Engineers could use natural berms. They could use weeds and grasses and different landscaping methods that are both aesthetically and technically better in this case. And so my amendment simply says, in this case, the Secretary should allow consideration of these products, not recommend them, not push them, not advocate for them, but simply have them in their consideration as they carry out the design, construction, maintenance, repair, and rehabilitation of water resources in this country. This amendment is supported by the American Council of Engineering Companies, the American Shore and Beach Preservation Association, the American Society of Civil Engineers, the American Society of Landscape Architects, and about 10 others or so. And so with that, Mr. Chairman, that's the scope of the amendment, and I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman from Wisconsin reserves the balance of his time. For what purpose does the gentleman from Oregon seek recognition?
I rise to claim time in opposition, though I'm not in opposition.
Without objection, the gentleman from Oregon is recognized for 5 minutes.
I yield myself such time as I may consume.
Gentleman from Oregon.
I want to congratulate the gentleman on his persistence. And this is a very common sense amendment. It's, it could have tremendous benefits nationwide. It's great policy.